we are on the road heading to Cascade, Idaho. That's about 70 miles north of Boise. The drive to the hot springs took about 2 hours and it was pretty steep closer to the springs. So if you do decide to go in the winter, which I recommend, you'll probably want to have four-wheel drive. 2 minutes away. Now we're getting here about 1:30 in the afternoon, so good news, parking lot is pretty easy to find. And we have arrived. I knew I'd probably fall on this part of the hike, so I just decided to slide down, which I highly recommend. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. So, try not to slip. So we are here at the Trail Creek Hot Springs, also Samuel Hot Springs, and it has been crowded. It's a couple days before Christmas, it's snowing, it's sunny, it's beautiful, and you can see behind me the hot springs. There are 3 pools, 2 smaller ones to the side here, and then the main one, as you can see behind me, and a lot of people fit in there. And you make new friends, and it is just super festive. It's really crowded, you guys. This is like the first moment we've had in an hour and a half where there's not like 6, 7, 8 people in here. And there's an upper and lower pool. We decided to explore the upper first. It's the more popular pool, and it is hot. Don't worry about going when it is snowing outside because it will definitely heat you up, and you can actually adjust the temperature if it's too hot. It's controlled with this valve that allows cold river water into it. So that was a really cool addition that we saw there. What do you think of it?
It's great, it's really hot.
Smells good, feels great. I know. Oh my God, see the gravel there? Yeah. The lower pool is not as popular and it's definitely not as hot, but if the upper one is crowded, it could be a good one to check out. So here is the second hot spring. This one isn't quite as crowded, but still a lot of people go to this side, and I'm not sure how warm it is, so I'll have an update in a second. Okay, so this one is more shallow, not as warm, but not as popular either, and a little bit more of a hike to get down. So overall, we had a great time, and it's definitely worth the drive if you're in the Boise area. Yesterday we rock climbed, today we hot springed. And then we're gonna ski. We're just doing all the sports. Idaho, man. So we thought of some pro tips if you do choose to go visit the hot springs, including bringing a robe.
Yeah, a robe would make it easy to just change out of your wet clothes and then put on whatever else you want to. If there's people around, just make it a little easier.
Which there were quite a few people today. People were staying there for about 30-40 minutes on average, and as some would go, more people would come. So it was a pretty heavily trafficked hot spring. When you are going down from the parking lot, you can either go to the right, and that's going to take you to the most popular, the hottest of the hot spring pools. And then if you go to the left, you'll see a straight path for a little bit, and then it goes down more towards the more shallow, lesser populated hot spring. So there's a couple options. It's snowing. All right, that's a wrap.